guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's time for another crochet review, and I don't know, you guys, I'm not excited for this one. I'm ecstatic for this one. So I'm going to be reviewing the Dots Crochet Hooks set, and this set is very pretty. I've already opened it and I am in love with it. Now, I haven't tried it. I'm in love with the looks of it. Well, we'll get to a little bit of that later. So this crochet hook is marketed as the perfect crochet hooks for crocheting for long periods of time. So that's going to be very interesting. It comes in 9 different sizes. It comes in a 2, a 2.5, a 3, a 3.5, a 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and a 6 millimeter crochet hook sizes. So they're wonderful. They look cute. So here they are. They look really pretty. Sort of. and the whole thing I say sort of is because, okay, this one's pretty. It's a pastel color and it's overall really pretty. I don't really like this one. This is okay. This one's really pretty. Not vibing with it, but it's okay. All right. Oops. Well, at least it's not gonna break. All right. Don't like it. Like it. Like it. Did you guess why I didn't like that particular hook? All right. It's the pink plastic. I don't like it. It's not my favorite thing about these hooks. I don't know. Maybe it's very nitpicky. Now, it's okay. I mean, most of us buy crochet hooks in different colors, different finishes, and they're not always our favorite, but because the handle works, it's fine, right? Like, we don't particularly go for the prettiest or the most aesthetic hooks, as we know how that turned out. If you want to check out the video, I'll link it down below. Yeah, so that's just one thing, just me being nitpicky, but it's fine. There's nothing bad. All right, so let's get to the hook. The hook is about 6.5 inches long, and the actual handle is 4.75 inches long. So this is perfect for those that want a longer hook. The handle itself is made out of 2 materials. A soft part, this is a soft TPR fabric or plastic, and all of the pink and even these dots over here are hard polypropylene. Yeah, hard polypropylene. And they're made out of hard polypropylene. Ooh, that's a polypropylene. And that is the combo that they've gone with. I don't particularly hate or like this combo. I am having one concern based off of one crochet hook that I had from Hobby Lobby that was an actual mixture of these 2 materials. And that particular Hobby Lobby crochet hook, I'm going to put a picture here, but it tore over here in the little edge. The soft TPR was very thin and it would rub against my thumb a lot. So it tore, and then eventually the hard polypropylene that was in that side was kind of digging into my thumb every time I would crochet. So I ended up getting rid of that hook because of that. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen to the set, given that it's marketed for its long usage. So I don't think that should be an issue because these dots don't rub or shouldn't really rub with your thumb. But we'll see. I'll test them out for you guys. But yeah, so most of them are cute, and they come with a little hole at the bottom. So you can put a little stitch marker, or if you have maybe like a longer chain, you can put all of them together and keep the set together, which, I mean, sounds cool and all, but I think most of us have different projects. Our hooks go with our different projects and in their project bags. So, I mean, it's good if you're traveling, you don't want to lose any hooks. All of these hooks, except for the 2 smaller ones, seem to have a little bit of a coating. I don't know if you can see the difference in the shiny and the not shiny. So the website does say that these 2 smaller ones have a nickel coating on them, like to reinforce because they are smaller. And these are different. Now we're going to see if they are really meant for longer periods of crochet or not. So right now I'm just going to test them out really quick here with acrylic yarn. This is a DK size. Worsted acrylic yarn. A number 4 cotton yarn. I don't know if I should test this blanket yarn out. I don't know. Are we using this size for this blanket yarn for amigurumi? Maybe, maybe not. Probably right. Yeah. We're going to try out this 2.5 hook size, and we're going to do number 2 fine yarn. And yeah, that way I'm testing out smaller yarns because most of my crochet hooks for this crochet set is pretty small. So we're going to do that. These crochet hooks are exclusively sold at WeCrochet.com, and they are $29.99. I actually used a coupon that I had with them because they recently went on sale. They were $17.99. So I got them at a good discount, but they're typically $29.99. And after doing some quick math, each hook is $3.33. Now it's important to know that these hooks are only sold as a set of 9, which could be a good or a bad thing. This yarn is very splitty with this hook. Let me see. Maybe I can go up a size. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I didn't have this issue when I crocheted these cute little flowers with my Daiso 2.5 millimeter hook. So, I don't know. All right, let's go up a size. Maybe let's try a 3. I wish you could hear it. I really wish you could hear the sound of the yarn in the hook. The handle itself is lovely. It's so comfortable. I really, really like it. It feels lightweight in my hands. I am absolutely loving the way these are crocheting. Let's do a few more because I'm really liking this. Actually, no. Let's try the 4. Because I actually crocheted my cardigan with a 4 millimeter hook and this particular yarn, so I know exactly what I'm working with. Hang on, I need to do a half double crochet. You guys, these feel very smooth. So we did have some hiccups with the middle portion and the hook. So as soon as you get them, just kind of clean them real quick before you start using them. I find that this is an issue with most new crochet hooks. This is DK acrylic yarn, and this is the 3.5 hook. I'm zooming through these stitches. I really like this. The hook itself, it feels really light, even though it does feel bulky in my hand. And I'm going to compare them to the Daiso crochet hooks because that's my only other point of comparison, to be honest. And that's really the main reason why I bought this set as soon as I saw it, because I wanted more variations in sizes. And this hook set really just offered me that compared to the Daiso hooks that I was buying. All right, now, being realistic, chances are I'm going to use it, yes, to make wearables and yes, for the thinner yarn, but I'm also going to use it for my acrylic yarn. So let's see how this works. And by the way, this is the 4.5. You guys, at a first glance, first impressions, I am really, really, really liking these hooks. Okay, love it. Thumbs up. Now this is cotton. Completely different material from what we have been testing so far. I'm going to be using a 5.5. I think this is going to be my trusty hook, the 5.5, given that I think that that's the most used size. I mean, at least for beginners, if you are a beginner, chances are you're using a 5.5 because you're sticking with the recommended hook size for the yarn that you're buying, which is probably acrylic. So let's try a few rows of this. Y'all, the cotton is just gliding on through. I don't have any issues with this. You guys, I'm in love with this. Okay, I really like these hooks. I haven't felt the difference with them getting heavier. I think they're all pretty lightweight. And, oh no, see, this is what I meant. This right here. If it was going to come up, and was that going to be an issue? Oh man. And by the way, these are not sponsored. I paid for these with my own money. So yeah, sucks. Sucks to suck. Let's just do this real quick. Guys, this is kind of straining my shoulder. I think, yeah, you could use this hook and yarn combo, but honestly, it's straining my shoulder. I'm not used to using this small of a hook for blanket yarn, so I don't want to go anymore. It's kind of hurting my shoulder. I don't think this is the hook's fault by any means. I just think that maybe this hook and yarn combo is probably not the best combo. Do with that information what you will. We're back and the verdict is in. We like them. I think this is a 10 out of 10 when it comes to these hook sizes. I'm not going to dock it any points because of the pink. Yeah, it's not pretty, I think. I don't really like it, but I also don't really care for it because it does not affect the way that they work. I think they're fine. They're perfect. I think for the smaller yarn and for the smaller hook sizes, I think you're getting a bang for your buck. They are very lightweight and they're very comfortable. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning, but I want to really emphasize this point. These hooks have a flat surface that acts as a thumb rest, and they have a raised bump over here so that it comfortably fits in your hand when you're holding your hook like this. And because of the way the handle is constructed, is made, this actually works really well for a pencil holder. See? The slight triangulation that the handle forms with a flat surface for your thumb here, the little bump over here is a perfect triangular shape for pencil holders. So I think whatever grip you have, I think you're going to find that these hooks are very comfortable. They're very lightweight. I think these are going to be a good solution for me personally, that I'm trying to work more on my wearables, that I have a lot of whips that are just here in my crochet room, and a lot of them, it's not their fault that they're sitting there. I just have been really busy with other stuff, working on my cardigan and working on other aspects of the channel of my business. I do have a website where I do sell crochet goods. So that sometimes takes some time away from me sitting down and taking care of business, or not business, but whips. So yeah, so that's something that I gotta work on. And maybe if I have hooks that allow me to crochet for longer periods of time, I might be able to tackle all those whips. All right, guys, so we have already seen what these Dots hooks can do, but now it's time for the real test. So I've been working with them for the past week or so, And every time I've crocheted, I've sat down and worked with these dots hooks. For the most part, I've only worked with this number 5 hook because that's what the project calls for. I am still working on my blanket. Just been crocheting maybe 4, 5 of these little circles every time I sit down, and I've used this. So I'm averaging about 30 minutes to an hour every time I sit down to crochet. But today I have slightly more time, so I'm gonna try to do at least 2 hours of crocheting, but I don't want to sit down and crochet with this hook today. I actually have to work on another whip, and that is my beautiful skirt. The only reason why I held off working with this skirt is because I have to record the process of me making it. So stay tuned for that video. It is an adjustable waistband, so if you're interested in that, definitely like and subscribe to the channel. This video will be coming soon, hopefully. But yeah, so right now I'm gonna sit down and record the part of the video where we go into the other instructions for continuing the skirt, and then I'll sit here and hopefully crochet for 2 hours. Like I said, I do still have to get up, and what time is it? Yeah, I can manage to sit here and crochet for 2 hours and it'll be fine. But no, maybe not. Maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, I have more like an hour and a half. So right now I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch TV.
I thought Caitlin Conley was going to be able to provide a huge insight into what Bill was doing that we might not know. Her phone being.
I've been crocheting for roughly 51 minutes and my wrist is starting to hurt. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna briefly pause here. Here with this project, I am continuously crocheting and then, going straight into the next row. With this one, I'm cutting the yarn, I'm switching, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. So far, I'm liking them. I am enjoying working with them. Maybe later during the day, I will pick it up again. I wish I would have had more time to sit down and crochet with them. Maybe I will. And maybe I'll come back and we'll keep crocheting for the next 30 minutes that I said I was, or 40 minutes, until I reach that 1 hour and a half. As I've said before, this channel is my crochet journey and I'm bringing you along with me. So in the last couple of months, I've come to realize that I can't sit down for very long periods of time. I'll get very bored. I'll get very, I don't know, just wanting to get up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just anxious. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. But I feel like I have to get up. I need to do something. I need to move. And that is perfectly fine. So I think that it translates to my crochet habits as well. As much as I love to crochet, I feel like I tap out at an hour. If I'm really excited over a project, I probably can do an hour and a half. Now, as far as WeCrochet's claims of this being the perfect hooks to crochet for long periods of time, I think they are right, because these hooks are very, very lightweight and they're very comfortable. And of course, it doesn't matter if maybe you can crochet the knife hold or with the pencil hold. If you get tired one way, you can do the other one. And these hooks lend themselves for whatever grip you want to grab your crochet hooks. So I think this is a great little set, and of course these are affordable. If you really like this video, leave a like, leave a comment. Have you tried these Dots Crochet hooks, or do you think they're worth it? They're $3.33 roughly per hook. I think that's a very good steal. Would you like them to be maybe sold individually? I don't know how that would work price wise, but yeah, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, or if you can and you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. All right, thank you. Bye.